In this bulletin, a grant of more than $2 million is announced for the purchase of new church properties in Australian and New Zealand inner city areas. A new mission plane in Papua New Guinea gets the front page attention of Australian Flyer magazine, and an amazing replica of Noah's Ark finds a new home after 40 years.
Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's news in focus with David Gibbons.
Hello, thanks for joining me. Grants totalling $2.37 million were announced this week by the Senior Treasurer of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the South Pacific. Rod Brady said the money will be used to help purchase new church properties in Australia and New Zealand. Church leaders are concerned that very few new churches have been established in major cities. This is because the cost of property is becoming more and more expensive. Brady's announcement coincided with Australian media reports this past week, which said that Australian property is now amongst the least affordable in the English-speaking world. Immediate assistance will be given to the Gold Coast and Mount Cravat churches in Queensland, the Gateway and North Point churches in Victoria, and the Haven Church in Nelson, New Zealand.
This major initiative is one that we feel that will really help and assist the local churches grow and develop.
In May 2009, applications will again be considered from other churches for assistance. A $1.8 million aircraft operated by the Adventist Aviation Service in Papua New Guinea has been featured on the front cover of a leading aviation magazine. The March to April 2008 issue of Australian Flying also features a centre spread article which evaluates the PAC 750XL aircraft, the first of its kind to enter Papua New Guinea. Commissioned last year, it is used to transport food, building supplies, medical staff and medical supplies to remote highland communities. The March and April 2008 issue of Australian Flying is now available at newsagents. You may have noticed our new studio. I hope you like it. The Adventist Media Network has had a big makeover this past month in readiness for 3 new Adventist programs which will all go to air in April. Ursula Borgest reports.
Mission Brother is a reality TV show, but unlike Big Brother, it follows the daily adventures and trials of a team of 30 young people who travel to help a school in Thailand. South Pacific Classics is a 13-episode show hosted by Alan Lindsay. He will take viewers on a rare look at some mission films produced in the 1960s and 70s, featuring well-known Adventist personalities like Len Barnard. And Adventist news will come to you now in a new half-hour weekly format. It will be called InFocus. The news will still be 5 minutes long, but there will be 3 extra current affairs stories each week. The new programs go to air on Friday, April 4 on Hote TV, commencing at 6:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. For Adventist News in Focus, this is Ursula Borgest.
The programs will also screen on the Australian Christian Channel and New Zealand Shine TV starting in June. 2 theology students at Avondale College have just been given a replica of Noah's Ark to use in their ministry. 40 years ago, Charlie Ward built a 100th scale model of Noah's Ark to show that the Bible story about the Ark was scientifically possible. Ward took lectures on Noah's Ark in every mainland state in Australia, but now the 84-year-old needs to retire. So he's given the replica to Ben and Bethany Turner, who plan to graduate in 2011. Ward's research showed that the boat was easily large enough to hold a pair of every type of animal on Earth. The Turners plan to run Noah's Ark programs in churches and schools starting in Sydney and northern New South Wales. And in this week's record, an Adventist scholar and former Avondale College student has helped produce a modern English version of an ancient Greek translation of the Old Testament. New Zealand University students spend 2 weeks in the Philippines visiting orphanages, prisons and the Slum Watch Ministry, which helps feed and teach homeless children. And the record editor suggests that after decades of telling the community and other Christians why they are wrong, perhaps we need to learn to tell them how and what they are doing right. That's the news for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.